Hello, shit. Oh, sorry. Oh, all right, fellas. How's it going, warriors? Oh, sorry. Good morning, Project Worta, Chotto Hill Farm, Navarra Outdoor Education, Yoga and Conscious Living, and the Cheeky Munki Warrior Clan. This morning's 101-24 class is going to be about interaction skills. Interaction skills for speaking exams. Usually you have a monologue. Well, usually this should be 3 parts. There should be a general introductions part where they ask you general questions about your interests, hobbies, work, your English learning experience, etc. Your daily routine as well. It's quite boring nowadays, I suppose, for most people. I digress. You then go on to a monologue, which depending if you're doing a school official type exams or Cambridge based exams, the format's different and skills are similar, but the time is a greater factor depending on which one you're doing. Okay, this class is about the interaction skills, and any of my students who've done exam-based type classes will be familiar with when I talk about the 3, and put it down to 3 steps to our toe. 1, 2, 3 step interaction skills, intel, if you will. So these classes are going to be about them. 1, 2, 3 step. Okay. Hiya. And let's just think a little bit about what we should and shouldn't do in the exams. This is a typical exam structure when you guys do it. My opinion. And your? Yes, I agree. My opinion. What do you think? Yes, I agree. Something different, kind of in the topic, but not carrying on from what they said. That is not good interaction. Interaction skills need to include good question structures, developing the arguments, and, as we're talking about now, agree-disagree language. So the best way to cover that is with an info meme. That info meme will be provided in the comments below. Come on out. Be free. What do I need? I need my coffee. Sorry for this brief interruption. This is an extra bonus. This is the video telling you what you guys do, what you should not do. I agree. It's a wasted opportunity. You need to be using colourful language in the exams. We can cheat by using the same language and practicing that language beforehand. That's what you do with a good teacher. There are many ways to skin a cat, and often students will say, well, that's not how you speak when you go to London. Damn right it's not. We don't communicate like that. You're trying to pass an exam. Use that colourful language. It's a beautiful language. Enjoy! Ta-ta! So just to recap, good, expressive, agree-disagree language, step 1. Step 2. They're not steps, they're just points, things you have to consider. Point 2 is good question structure. What do you think is okay and you is all right, but you can't just keep saying that backwards and forwards to each other. Have you ever, past participle, have you ever tried Oh, really? How did it make you feel? See, if you use good question structures, your questions lead you to the language that you feel comfortable with. You feel comfortable with that language because you practiced talking about different topics using that language. One is feelings and emotions. If you take 20 feelings and emotions at B2, C1 level, adjectives, and get used to using them and grouping them together, generally sticking to the positive ones because you want to score more points, and when you talk positively people respond better, general, common. Use your questions to lead the conversation. You're in control. It's a better position to be in. Have you ever is a great structure. Conditional 2, if you had the opportunity, would you? Conditional 3, if you'd ever had the opportunity, would you have? Past participle. You see, you can use your structures, you know your structures, but you've just got to use them as like fill the blanks. Here's your sentence. This is the next bit I want to say. Get used to doing that. Questions, okay? Question tags. We should practice question tags. Shouldn't we? It's a beautiful view, isn't it? We didn't have to walk up that hill, do we? We should talk about question tags and practice with an S, no with a C. Shouldn't we? Yes. Okay. The way to formulate how to use that question tag in English is obviously what you guys do is go, here's what I want to say, here's what I want to say, no. Or worse, here's what I want to say, here's what I want to say, yes, no. I've never heard anyone say that. But in Spanish, that's how you do it. In English, there's a process that you have to use. Okay, and this is a 3-step process. One is you have the sentence. It can be an affirmative or negative sentence, but it's a sentence, not a question. Now, if you want a yes-no answer, if you had to make a question to get a yes-no answer to that sentence for that information, generally, the word that you start that question with in your head is the question tag. That question tag goes at the end of the affirmative of the first sentence, but depending on what the first sentence was, it's the opposite, be it negative or positive. Let's try. You can see the village from here. The question in your head would be, can you see the village from here? Can. So you can see the village from here, can't you? We don't have to walk up this hill. Do we have to walk up this hill? So do. We don't have to walk up this hill. We don't. That's a negative, so the question tag's in the positive. Do we? And in the exams, use fixed language to introduce topics. Link them to the main topic. For example, we should consider sustainability when talking about the environment, shouldn't we? Education. We have to think about, do we have to? We have to think about creativity when getting the best out of our education systems. Don't we? Yeah, there is. That's the process to make question tags. It takes a bit of practice, but you can do it. You got to think about your auxiliaries and try to avoid that no at the end of the sentence, particularly when you're getting excited and into something that you believe in passionately. And that kind of links to another independent separate class, which would be to talk about playing devil's advocate, abogado del diablo, and related exercises to practice. But you've got to go into your exams prepared and with skills, with a plan based on practice. And that is why these videos are worth watching. Merece la pena verlas. Boom. Society, crazy and free. I hope you're not lonely without me. Oh, hello. Are you here for the third and final part of the interaction skills information Master Smythe's been talking to you about? Yeah. I'm just here with the poos. Yeah. The dogs of war, taking a walk. I'll fill you in, don't worry. It's dead easy. He's already talked about it, because if you've done step 2 properly, you should be doing it. And it's called developing the argument and the topic. Yeah. If you're in control, if you're doing it properly with your questions, you're leading it on to things that you're comfortable and you're practiced in talking about with the same vocab, feelings and emotions. The environment's a good one to link other topics to. Great way to develop it. So imagine if you're doing like a school official exam and the interaction's like, what is it nowadays, 8 minutes, whatever. They even decided, don't know. But there's some time there, isn't there? So you've got to make links. At C1 level, you should be making links between different topics. And that's why being clued up on vocabulary for the 25-ish main topics. And out of that 25 OVs, there's some of them which are more relevant and pertinent to learn. That's where you should be focusing your efforts. Developing the argument. So just to recap, it's agree, disagree, interaction skills is agree, disagree, language, learn it, there's some intel above. Good question structures and all that entails. Link to that, developing the argument, boom, interaction skills in 3 steps. Coming at you from the Navarra Outdoor Education Training Team. Peace. We're also available for other stuff and other English-based exams, because it sounds like some of my warrior mates, some of my students, need to sort that out. Anyway, let's drink my slug pellets now. Iron, eh? Ecological, yeah.